Everything is working for him right now.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers sitting on a... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very difficult. And Lee with the stuff.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Lee gets the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Mann's checked in for the Cavaliers. And then for Denver, Diallo comes in for Porter. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Murray. Knocked away. Lee with the steal. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
And it goes down 2 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
In the corner, it's Gordon. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lee. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nobody near Melton. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Knocked loose. And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Mann. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mann's got his second bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
There's Lee with the three. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Man finds Mitchell. Cleveland moving the ball around. No good from Lee.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Out to the wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Kicks it out to Gordon. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And good that time.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Melton. And that one hits back iron.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Lee outside. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Cleveland going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tyson's checked in. Okoro comes in for Mitchell. Noel, he's checked in for Goodwin. And Lee's subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. That's good from Okoro. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
They've got Evan Mobley. Jalen Noel is out there with Lee. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Tyson in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had, already 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Noel.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Steps back and fires. That's short off the rim. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Pass to Brown. Here's Crutcher. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. There's 21 seconds left in the game. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance. we are seeing.
Here's Crutcher to the paint. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us.
Starlight, it's electric. Starlight, it's electric. I can smell